5:15.
We're going to call this meeting to order of the Acushnet Board of Health at 5:15, Tuesday, August 1st, 2023. First item on the agenda, a letter from community nurse. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to say that this meeting is being audio and videotaped.
Thank you.
There's nobody in the audience, so I don't have to ask anybody to silence their
he's got it up
phones.
there.
Letter from Community Nurse and Home Care Statistics for June 2023.
Not much in there. A few Lymes and hepatitis. Not bad.
Is there a motion to file?
Motion to place on file.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye, motion carries. Next we get number 2, Massachusetts Department of Public Health, virus report ending July 2023.
They did a lot of sampling of mosquitoes, huh?
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Yeah,
$39.95.
this number of mosquitoes tested, 3,995.
Wow.
Number of West Nile positive samples, 15.
Are they still checking down below over here? Down by the Lou Park, by the Acushnet?
I haven't asked them, so I'm not sure.
Find out if they're down there, Joe.
Yeah.
Because I know they were down there. They were down by the bus company in New Bedford, in Fairhaven, checking in there because it's all along the riverbank.
Yeah, sure, I will, I'll call them up and see.
There was one guy down there, John Medeiros. He used to own the Medeiros bus. He says if they want to put one on his property, they can.
Okay.
So,
I'll let them know.
Anybody in the general public wants a copy of this report, it's available to the public once we place it on file.
it's a good report, though.
It is very thorough.
Yep.
Is there a motion placed on file?
Motion to file.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye. Motion carries. Final intermunicipal agreement for shared services between the town of Acushnet, town of Fairhaven, and the city of New Bedford. Is there anything to sign on that, or we're all set?
No, that's all set, it's all been finalized. This is something that we've been talking about now for
Yep.
quite a while, and it's signed, sealed, and delivered, so
It's all
now
set
we can,
then.
now
So
we can get
use
to work.
them.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Now, how many people in that working for them, for us, for the three
It's gonna be a
communities?
nurse, a coordinator that actually coordinates all the 3 towns, and essentially a health agent that's gonna go be able to work. They haven't hired that yet. They're working on doing that now. The city's the lead on it, so they're the ones that are doing the work. They go through the process of hiring and whatnot, but it goes through their process, the city's process, so.
At no cost to the town.
No cost. This is no cost. That will be,
Grant
that
money.
person will be paid for by the grant, just like we have a shared.
How about when the
nurse
grant
fund.
runs out, Joe? What happens then?
Well, by that time.
Like every other grant, when the grant runs out.
Is there a timeline on the grant? Is it like
Not
3
at the
years?
moment.
Okay.
So the time, but the point of this is for us to eventually, if it all works out, is become essentially one unit with the city, with New Bedford, and be able to, if I need to go over to New Bedford, or we have somebody else that is already part of it, you know, we might end up funding these people later, only if it works for us. But that's what we're learning right now.
We have
That's
any
what
work for them?
point. Yeah, I think to rotate in and out all the time, or be able to take places of me, it's not something that they're gonna do in Acushnet every day. I
Yeah.
mean, the city's a big place, but it's to make sure that, you know, after COVID, the public health system has got a lot of push, they've also got a lot of money to try to come together to meet new standards, essentially, is what they're trying to work on.
Just to
You
try
know,
to
they're
iron out all,
all-
everything, yeah.
Make everything more or less standardized,
Yep.
you know, from, you know, restaurant inspections to, you know, Title V stuff, and make it all the same, and make sure that.
If you can
everybody-
use them, use them.
Oh, no, we are, and we're, like I said, right now, we have a shared nurse. That nurse is now gonna start to come into town. We're working on, you know, we're starting with her.
She's
being able
gonna
to
be
do-
some busy, that lady in New Bedford.
You know, she seems to be happy to be working in both communities, so,
That's
we
a
got
big
some,
job.
we got some good things coming.
Okay. I make a motion to file it?
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye, motion carries. Approval of septic design plans. Bob, I've looked at all of them. I'll read them all off and entertain a motion to approve all at once. That's okay with you?
Even with the,
I will read through it thoroughly.
okay, I mean the separation and setbacks and all
Yes,
that.
so first on number 1, 5 Middlewood Drive. Sean Borges, owner, septic repair plan.
Yeah.
No variances required. 24 Frank Street, G. Newell and S. Zindler, septic repair plan, 3 variances. Groundwater separation less than 4 feet. The second one, leaching field less than 10 feet from the bulkhead. Number 3, to allow less than 2 test pits within the proposed leaching area. Next one, 240 Keene Road, Jason Cavallo. It's a previously approved plan, approved on June 10th, 2022. Changes were made from the type of leaching field. The next one, 115 Manchester Lane, which is the Acushnet Company property, new construction. Next one, 250 Mendel Road, Scott Verpolate.
Can we just go back to 115 Manchester?
Yep.
Whereabouts are they putting that down there? Because there's a lot of wetland down in that area. I know there's grass, a lot of green grass that they grow, but
It's,
I've dug in there and I've seen a lot of marl in there years
they're
ago.
gonna be building a huge building,
It's already in a
an
disturbed
addition, and
area.
then it's gonna be to the, just past the building. They're not touching any of the pristine areas. And they had excellent perk rates.
Yep,
Great water
Oh.
tables. Yeah, it's beautiful stuff over
yeah,
there.
it's beautiful.
Because I seen some, when I did some work down there years ago, I seen a lot of marl in there.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering where they were doing it.
yep, no, I mean,
Just
I
over
think
the
they're
creek.
close to a wetland, but
They're not-
nowadays the
they're not.
conservation.
Oh, you were down there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not within the buffer zone.
All right.
So number 5, 250 Mendel Road, it's a septic repair, 1 variance, requested reduction of the requirement of 12-inch separation from the inlet and outlet tees for the pump chamber. And the last one, 26 Lake Street, septic repair, no variances required. So those are all 6. I'll entertain a motion to approve all 6 plans.
Second.
Is that a motion?
Motion, yes.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, we have approval of minutes from June 13th, 2023. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye. Motion carries. Can I get a motion to approve the vouchers?
I didn't see the vouchers.
Well, they're in the envelope. You wanna look at them all?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We don't want you to be Tom Fortin's minutes, of the meeting here, you know.
Okay.
You'll get some mad at you. He's gonna say, what the extra story, you beat me on the time?
I'll go on while you're looking at that.
Go ahead.
The next scheduled meeting date, I was thinking something like the August 29th.
Yep.
So we'll say August 29th, 5 PM.
Hey, can you make it a little bit later? It's summertime. You know, and I'm still out there, maybe 5:30?
5:30
Good boy.
PM.
5:30.
Let Mr. Fortin know his attendance is required.
Wintertime, I don't care, you know, we're not busy, but right now, stupid.
Thought you were retiring.
I'm supposed to be.
Oh.
Well, he's looking at the vouchers. Why don't you shoot me some plans?
This
You
is.
buying this thing out?
Yeah. This is for a new photocopy machine. Our photocopy machine is no longer under agreement, no longer can be repaired. It's
Well,
extinct.
we've had that a long time. How many copies in that thing? We've done thousands.
Yeah, all of them. So this is gonna be the same thing. We took the money out of the trust
Yeah.
to pay for it, and then the IT.
Yeah, Joe filled me in this
the IT
copy
department
machine and
Gonna put it into.
black and white versus color. There's a big reason for that,
Yeah.
maintenance. It's gonna come out of the
Trust fund.
trust fund.
Yeah, don't sign that
I
one.
think the town should pay for that and not come out of the trust fund.
This one's the color one.
Trust
We're
fund
not doing
is
that one.
barely used. You gotta use it for something.
That's-
Someday, we may need it. When a certain party gets done suing us.
I'm gonna set the machine. It's just the information.
Looks
on
almost the
it.
same thing. How long does it take? One, two,
Just-
three.
Sideways like that.
I don't know, they already have Schwitz on it. but it's just my information on Q1. What it does, what it can do.
120,
None of these have 2
240
sheets.
impressions on
The
that.
TAS one does.
It's all touchscreen
That's all the paperwork on it?
on that, yeah. That's just a photo.
What's this for?
This is for, Pat to take the soil evaluation certification.
Why does he need it?
Health agent.
He's only a part-time guy.
Yes, sir.
We already have a health agent.
Ops knowledge.
But, yes, if he, what if I'm not here?
I
We
can
have
do
one,
it.
we can use them.
He can do it.
Will he be, that would cover the course and him taking the exam?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
What happens if he fails the exam? Seriously.
If he fails the exam, I believe he's got one more opportunity to take it.
Okay.
At an additional cost?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right, Bob, I do. But I can't be 100% sure.
What happens if you're out now, Joe, and we need a, well, we don't schedule perks when you're on vacation,
We
right?
tried as hard as we
What
can.
about,
Although I have one issue coming up.
bottom hole inspections?
Yeah, I mean, technically it would be Pat right now. We could use Pat to do that. The biggest,
Who do we use now?
it would be Pat.
No. If he's not a soil evaluator, he's not doing bottom holes when you're
So-
on vacation, right?
He can do bottom holes as not a soil evaluator, although it's
Okay.
not a good idea, but the major issue with the soil evaluators in Title V, when you're actually doing a perk test. That's where that specific issue comes up, and it states that you're supposed to be a health agent soil evaluator and a soil evaluator making the determination on the groundwater together. So without that, he can't do a perk test or a soil evaluation.
All the training I went through and all for nothing.
Do you want to have a conversation as a full board about it?
It's up to you guys.
Okay, well, maybe we should, because it's, for dues and subscriptions, we have $1,000. And that's gonna get mostly eaten up with the October
MHOA conference, yep.
MHOA conference, which is what it's there for. So this is above and beyond the extra. So maybe we should have a full board meeting and talk about it, I guess.
See what he has to say too.
Is there a deadline on it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
September.
Yeah, I mean, because he's a health agent, he's got a hold on the spot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they gotta get paid.
Well, what do you think, Bob?
New PEC is totally different when we had it with the feds.
Yeah, they're the only ones that are allowed to
That's
do it now.
That's doing it now.
Yep, they're
Because
the
I
ones.
worked with them for like 3-4 years.
Right, they're the only ones that do it, and they schedule it when they
Now,
schedule it.
what's this Patrick Hannon Mass Title V Inspector Certification?
They both come out at the same time.
That's $250 there.
Yep,
So that's $1,050.
yes.
Maybe we can wait on that one. Is there any timeline on that?
Yeah, they both come
That's
out
September
in
16th.
the fall. They've been kind of goofed up because of what was going on with COVID. And then I think last year there was so many people that didn't go during COVID, that Pat couldn't get into it last year. And so they automatically were able to hold the spot for him this year because of what had gone on over the years past. And so it's come up.
I think Ralph Urban and I got a bad deal on this thing. Because we all got certified for him. And that was supposed to be forever. And then they turned around when these people took it over. And then they
Now-
wanted,
Now they want you to go
Now
to
they want you to go to
and
classes.
If you don't do the credits, you don't get it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
so we lost that. I lost it and so did Ralph.
Because he didn't.
And they
yeah,
wanted me to go through the whole thing again and pay.
it's
I
ridiculous.
said, no way. No way.
Yeah.
I mean, it should
Are
be,
those mine?
no, these are the piles of.
I mean, I
extra
worked with them
things.
for like 15 years, ever since they started.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It isn't that I don't know about the soils, I can verify that, I can tell you about the soils.
Right. You've
but
had
I
the
don't
training.
have my certification, you know?
Because,
Do you
yeah,
have time to go before the finance committee about the transfer of money, because it will be short?
I won't need to transfer any money, because
Okay.
that extra money that's coming, I have $1,000, well, we have $1,000 in there. It's gonna be $50
I don't know
over.
how long that guy's gonna stay
I'll
with
make
us.
that up
I'm gonna spend
on
money
one of
for
the other line
benefit
items.
of
I
the deal.
won't buy $50 worth of supplies, is what'll happen. So I can move, the line items themselves
Whose
can be
idea is that?
rearranged.
Is,
The budget amount is the budget amount, but the way that you, at the end of the year,
I don't know about
you can
that.
actually rearrange if you have to and fund those other line items with
So
other
the-
parts of your
The
budget.
training, the conference for the two of you and those courses,
The-
you're saying we have it in the budget, we can move it
The
around?
conference, no.
Okay.
If we use the full $1,000,
Yeah.
all right, I mean, I don't have enough to do
are they
the
doing
conference,
any work
which is
with
the
us?
major training.
Okay, and what will
Why
you
don't we
do
get the
then?
nurses?
That would
involved?
be also from
That'll be a discussion.
the trust fund,
I don't wanna get
Okay,
rid of it.
which is actually part of
Okay,
that.
so it's not
is-
coming out of tax.
No, no,
They give us
it's
a
coming
good
out of trust
service.
fund.
And if
It's
you
part
have,
of-
if you're unsuccessful
They give us
getting it
good
out of the
service.
trust fund between now and October, you guys just don't go to the
Exactly,
MAH. Okay,
exactly.
all right.
The trust funds, we have 3 different
I
trust
gotta
funds.
sign those vouchers.
You got the
too.
minutes?
I did not see the minutes unless they're in my packet.
I got a quick question about sending Pat to classes for soil evaluation.
Yeah.
If something happens and he leaves, now he's certified
Okay. Yeah, I don't see 'em.
for as long as he keeps up his stuff.
As long as he takes the, yeah, same as me.
So if he leaves, he's certified for as long as he wants through the town.
Well, not through the town, he's just certified through the state to be a soil evaluator.
Right. But you've been with us for many years already.
Yeah, technically, you've got to deal with me because,
I can get no deal, I'm paying you. There's no
I was
such,
already
there's no
a soil
such things as deals.
I was already a soil evaluator in Title V when I came to town.
Yeah, so was I. Before you.
Probably.
And then he gave me a shafting on it, Ralph and I.
Yeah, no, I know, I mean, it
That's a
is.
rotten, and Peter Fletcher sent a letter saying that him and I were probably the 2 best students that he had that knew stuff.
Wow.
And I got that letter yet from Peter Fletcher. So getting a letter from Peter Fletcher like that is something.
So, if I
Really.
understand your concern is if we pay for all of this and then he leaves the job.
So now he's got another credit towards his experiences through the town. If he had a contract with us, like everybody else would, and then I say yes. There's no contract there.
There's a lot of stuff that.
Hey, I'm just saying, Joe, I'm
Yeah,
thinking of the
I am.
taxpayers of the town.
No,
And this-
I'm
this
hearing
here.
your concern.
So I'm just a little
listening.
bit concerned, when people get a lot of certifications, they leave, and then they're on their own, they can do what the hell they want, through our tax dollars. I work hard for my money.
Yeah, and so I can't, say that with certainty that I don't foresee
Some minutes.
Pat leaving for quite some time.
I couldn't foresee that you wouldn't leave. If they
I-
offered you $30,000 more a year, would you leave?
It depends. No, it depends, no, I have been, I'll be honest with you, but it depends upon who and where.
Yeah,
And I'm also tied to the town of Acushnet right now
yeah,
in a ugly way.
ugly,
Yes, so are you,
so is him.
so is him, right, so I
You
mean,
ugly way too?
I wouldn't be interested in having to, continue to work in the town of Acushnet if I went and worked someplace else, and Pat's in the same boat.
That's why I'm still here. Because this is all a big nutshell, and I gotta stick it out until the end.
So that's why I say,
When the end comes, as they say in Japanese, sayonara. It's
Well,
just,
I see your point, and I think maybe we ought to get Mr. Fortin's take on it.
why don't you go for soil evaluation? It's not that hard, David, it's not that hard.
I don't need it.
I can train you, I can take you out to holes and dig out holes.
I'm
and
partially
shoot-
colorblind.
Hey, wait a
I
minute,
told you this before.
you know somebody
I
else
wouldn't
is
know orange from
colorblind.
red from yellow.
No, there's another guy you know who I'm talking about, he's colorblind, and he passed. They have a special course for colorblind people.
Okay.
Honest to God.
If you can't,
I think we're
I don't know how.
We're off the subject
I know.
matter here. Well, why don't we, have Joe talk to each three of us before we move forward with that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it that
I
way.
like to hold off on that,
Okay, okay.
just for a little bit,
No, I
because we still
understand.
have time, you know?
Okay.
And if I have to call you pick up, I'll talk to them, I know the big boss up there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, again, they're the only ones that do
Yeah.
it, so, I mean, this is the problem you run into. There's only one place and there's only one time that you do it. And
Yeah.
and as
You can go to Rhode
everybody
Island
goes
and
there.
do it, I don't know if they would accept in Mass.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Now you gotta make the motion.
Oh, make a motion to adjourn, I'm sorry.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Yep.
Aye, we are now adjourned at 5:36.